Hey everybody, welcome to Sacred Sensuality. This will be a reading for the elements for fire. This is a money reading for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You guys were at the forefront of my mind, which is why you are going first. I feel here that some of you, you're driven by, at this moment, you're driven by just obtaining employment for some of you. Some of you, you could be facing a layoff soon, or you may know that you're going to get terminated at some point. And I feel that your drive right now is mostly towards family. Like, I have to keep a job for my family so that I can take care of my family. I have to keep employment so that I can take care of my family. I have bills to pay. I got stuff. Basically, I'm just hearing I got shit to do, honestly. If you've been having a little bit of pride with taking a temporary position, I see some of you breaking that. You're breaking it. You're just like, F it. For some of you, it could be, simply just driving for Uber just to get some income coming in. But for others, you will be facing a lot of changes in your employment soon. You may get a call back from what I'm seeing here for some of you all. Like, I'm feeling like your resume really stands out. It stands out so much, in fact, that the employer or business partner, whatever you're doing money-wise, they're just like, I've got to work with this person. Be careful, however, of any type of manipulations. You want to look into what is called the compensation packages, okay? I have a degree in HR, so I know what those entail for many companies. But you want to look at the total rewards compensation package, okay? Look at that closely. Make sure that it is something that is in alignment with what you want from them. You're not just working a job just to be working. Now, for some of you, you could have that issue because it's just, honestly, there's nothing wrong with just securing a job to take care of your family. But you are at this moment being guided divinely right now. Many of you are trying to plant seeds. I could see that some of you could be getting ready to get married, and you just feel like you have to have this money set aside for the future. Some of you may have a lot of children. I'm seeing here, however, there are a few of you that are really, really money driven. And you're money driven in the wrong way. It could be simply just to show off, For some of you, this could be a bad habit. If it's not you, it's definitely someone that you know. I do feel that for a few of you, it is someone that you know. It is someone that you could be with that's so charming and loving and sweet, but they have a bad spending habit. And you want to cut them off, but you're not exactly sure how, because you're so sweet, you're so tenderhearted, and maybe they are too, but you're going to have to. Now, for those of you that are wanting to start a business or a side hustle, I'm seeing it happen. I'm seeing it happen for some of you guys. For a few of you, it could simply just be social media or dealing with tech, something to where you're watching people. This can also be a security job for some of you as well. Something where you're watching people, you're dealing with a lot of data. And I feel that for a couple of you, it could have been a long time coming. It was a couple of emotional ups and downs getting to this point. But with this Ace of Wands here, be careful of workplace relationships. Be careful with that, because from what I'm seeing, whether it's you or somebody else or something that you're witnessing in your workplace. I have a very strong personal ethic myself. I call it, I don't where I eat, basically. I don't shit where I eat. I don't mess with nobody in the office, and I don't want nobody messing with me. For some of you, this could be, let's just say, an unexpected surprise, like a baby could come from it. Okay? That's the seed that you'll be planting. And I'm not saying that it is a seed that you're excited for. For some of you, it's not a seed that's like, oh, I didn't expect for this outcome. And that could be where this devil energy is at. Maybe some of you, or the person that you're dealing with, or no, take it how it resonates, okay? This is just what I'm seeing. This isn't a personal reading, it's general. But from what I'm seeing, somebody could have a toxic behavior of constantly, I'm hearing, I like to talk to all the pretty girls. I want all the pretty girls to know me. Or you may feel this about someone. This is a person who is charming and seductive. You could be charming and seductive. If this is you giving that energy out, no. It's not a good look. It's not going to look good for you. For those of you who have applied to different positions within the company, or moving to a different company, you're going to be very, very, very busy. You're going to be so busy, in fact, that it may take a little bit of time away from your family. And you may feel bad. It could cause something in the relationship going bad. But you're driven by taking care of them. Like that's your thing. I have to take care of my family. And they may not understand it right now, but I feel that for some of you, you're just really just going to put your emotions aside, and just basically get on with it. There are no advice cards necessarily for this, because I feel that for some of you, it is something that you have to do momentarily. And of course, while you're not at work, or while you're, not working at all, you definitely do want to spend time with your family, especially the young children with this Page of Pentacles here. But you're making a decision. Some of you are just making just very clear, quick decisions. I'm not waiting is what I'm hearing. I'm just going to take it. It's almost as if I'm hearing and I'm feeling the first job that calls me back is the first one I'm going to, is the one that I'm going to. While that is a good, that's a good frame of mind to be in when you just have absolutely nothing and no job. You also want to be careful with that, because if you're doing that, you're basically telling the universe that, hey, this is all that I'm good for. I'm good for quick jobs, and I got to take it. It's like I don't have a choice but to work. Oh my goodness, I have been yawning all day and I am not tired. But I do feel for some of you, you could be tired. Some of you also could be entering the fitness industry. If you want to be a fitness instructor, I do see that it's going to go very well for you. If you have been worried about money, like I said, because there are no advice cards, honestly. And I get where you're coming from. I totally understand. Just be careful with how much money that you do spend. Be careful where your money goes. Because, of course, you definitely want to have something saved up for a rainy day, right? So just be careful with where your money is going. Call on, your angels, your divine guides, your whoever you pray to, whoever you seek assistance from spiritually, because they're on standby. They're definitely on standby, and they're watching you. So if you are engaging in unethical behavior in the office, such as, dating other coworkers or whatever, they definitely want you to stop that, because from what I'm seeing here, that could result in the loss of a job. Be guarded. If there's somebody that's very attractive that you're working with, and they keep coming on to you, and they're looking at you the same way. I also see too that for some of you who can be in that situation, this person could be looking at you because you make some good money. Guard your money, guard your heart. That's something I don't play with. So I do pass that wisdom down to others. Guard your money and guard your heart, because this person doesn't necessarily have good intentions for you. I'm sorry if you guys hear sirens. I live in Chicago, so yeah, there's always sirens. But disconnect emotionally from your job if possible, to relieve stress. And I'm also hearing that for some of you, when you get off work, if you have the time and the energy, go to the gym. Your job may be so stressful, in fact, that you have to burn that energy off, because some of you could be going to bed at night and all you're thinking about, like, you're dreading work the next day, but at the same time you have enough energy for it. Some of you are also being backed by the universe and encouraged that if you do want to pursue a degree or a certificate of any kind, you can definitely make that happen. It's about balance right now. Find out where in your life that you need the balance at, because this is going to be a good choice for your future. Some of you, you're also going to make a lot of friends from work too. I really hate that term, that we're also a family here in the office. Me personally, I don't believe in that. But if there is a good friendship that can develop, especially a good professional friendship, that's looking good for you guys. You do have the backing of that. This person is a person who can help move you up a little bit. So utilize your networking skills without using sexual prowess or any sexual innuendos or flirting. You can do it. You don't need that. Your resume, your experience, your background, your education, all of that is going to speak for itself. You don't need to do anything extra, but just let your resume, let this person who can help you do the talking. Let them get you to where you need to go. Also, oh my goodness, also you may, if your job has a mentorship program or an apprenticeship, do it. Because if you do that, yeah, you're going to be very, very busy, but you're going to unlock something. You're going to unlock something in your future. You're not just going to unlock the future job. You're going to unlock hidden potential that you didn't even know that you had. So, for instance, some people, they aren't good with Excel, right? But once they sit down and somebody trains them on, how they use the Excel for a certain task in a job, and they get used to it, that person eventually learns other attributes from Excel, right? And so they end up becoming better just, through that practice that they learned. And then, continuously finding things out just unknowingly, pressing Control S is like, oh, wow, I didn't know I unlocked something. So you're going to also unlock a hidden talent. But for the most part, those of you who are single, you may be doing well. You are guarded. You are being guided to be, and I hate bringing love into money and money into love, but when I see it, I see it. Don't be the playboy. Don't be the playgirl. Don't accept the playboy or the playboy. don't do that. You are the only advice. If I was to say there was an advice card here, that's the Seven of Wands. You are being guarded. You are being guided, to be guarded at this moment at your place of employment. But like I said, for some of you that are starting a business, it is going to look well. It's going to start off slow. But ultimately, if you feel like you don't have the tools, I'm hearing for some of you, you may need to install Calendly. I can never say that freaking word. You may need to install Calendly or some sort of scheduling system as well. Because once that seed is going to be planted and it starts growing slowly, before you know it, you're going to have a bunch of emails and a bunch of people reaching out to you, especially if you are in the social media world. You're going to be having people reaching out to you seeking your services. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the money reading. I do wish you guys the best, and thank you so much for listening. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. And you guys have yourself a very good weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.